Hi, this is Peter Schaeffing of High Impact Financial Analysis with your High Impact Moment of the Day. This is going to be the second of our kind of training style videos where I talk about a topic in community development finance. And today I'm going to talk about Section 8 and specifically the difference between project-based Section 8 and tenant-based Section 8. So Section 8 is a subsidy program that allows a low-income individual to pay 30% of their income, whatever it is, towards rent, and then have the differential between that payment and the rent charged by the landlord covered by a subsidy. So it allows a low-income person to move into an apartment they otherwise couldn't afford, maybe an area of the city they couldn't otherwise afford. Also allows a landlord to charge a rent that is economical, but still rent out to a low-income individual. So it's a great program, very important program, probably one of HUD's largest programs. There's a big distinction to talk about with it, which is the Section 8 subsidy can either run with a tenant or run with the property. So tenant-based Section 8 is what you think of when you hear an individual applying for and obtaining a Section 8 voucher. So that's something they go to the housing authority or housing agency to get, and it allows them to move into any apartment that accepts Section 8. Landlords are allowed to say no, and pay 30% of their income towards rent and have the rest covered. Okay, so that's extremely valuable to the individual, very hard to get. Can also be hard to find an apartment willing to take Section 8 subsidy, which is really an unfortunate twist of the program. But regardless, it's a very, very valuable program. There's generally very long wait lists for Section 8 tenant-based vouchers. The other kind of Section 8 is called project-based Section 8, and that allows a property to obtain a contract with the housing authority or agency. It's called the Housing Assistance Payments Contract, or HAP contract. And that contract says any income qualified individual can move into this unit and pay 30% of their rent, of their income towards rent, and then the contract will cover the rest. And it specifies what those contract rents can be, and they're generally very favorable. This does a lot of great things for a property. It allows for better amenities or more units or a lower income affordability, like a 30% AMI instead of a 60% AMI unit. So it's really a powerful tool for community development and affordable housing. As an underwriter, a project-based Section 8 contract is really, really what we want to see. It's such a great bonus for a project. The contracts are generally 15 or 20 years. So usually that'll go beyond the loan term that a CDFI is providing. So that allows us to underwrite to that higher income level. And if we can underwrite to a higher income level, that means they can get more debt. That means they need less equity. That means projects that would otherwise not be feasible become feasible. Okay. So when I'm underwriting a project-based Section 8, I'm looking for that HAP contract. I want to understand what the contract rents are. I want to understand how long the term is. And really, if that term extends beyond our loan, we're good as gold. It's subject to appropriations, but historically, it's been a program that has gotten funding consistently. Now, tenant-based Section 8 still allows for higher rents, which could allow for higher debt. However, if the tenant with that Section 8 voucher leaves, the subsidy goes with them. So it's very difficult for us to underwrite to Section 8 rents. Even if we get an operating property that we're looking to finance, and that operating property, 20% of their tenants have Section 8 vouchers, we generally are not going to underwrite to that higher income because, again, if those tenants move out, the income's gone. Depending on which lender we're working with, some lenders will underwrite to some ratio of that, maybe 25% of the Section 8 rents they've been getting. And that Section 8 income that is above and beyond what you could get if a Section 8 voucher holder was not in your unit is referred to as overhang. So some lenders will finance that overhang, some will not. So it's a conversation I have frequently with borrowers who don't understand why we don't see that their rent rolls are generating higher rents than we're underwriting to. But from a risk position, we can't assume that a Section 8 voucher holder is always going to live there. It's just not tenable. Whereas if we have Section 8 HAP contract in place, then we're very confident we're going to get those rents. We're very confident we're going to have low vacancy at that property because it makes it very attractive for tenants. And it allows us to underwrite a project that might not pencil out without that contract. So let me know if you think I missed anything. Let me know if you have questions. You can always reach out to highimpactanalysis@highimpactanalysis.com. You can drop me a line on LinkedIn, comment on the YouTube video, whatever you want to do. We're happy to help you understand this concept and others in community development finance. Thanks.